All right, this is challenge assessment 1. I'm going to start off by saying what voltage is, what current is, and what Ohm's law is. Ohm's law is V equals IR. A short definition of that is in any circuit, the current is proportional to the voltage and the inverse to the resistance. Current is the movement of electrons throughout the wires in a circuit. As you can see here, I set up a simple circuit. The voltage is the potential difference between terminals, like the points. So moving on, I'm going to talk about how to measure voltage. I'm going to take my prongs here and my multimeter here. I have it plugged in, and I'm going to change the multimeter to voltage. I'm going to start at the highest voltage I can measure and then work my way down. In this case, I have a 9-volt battery that I'm going to measure, and then I'll move on. So I take my prongs, and let me just touch it here. I get 8.23 volts. If I were to flip these prongs, positive, negative, negative, positive, I would get minus 8.23 volts. Now, plugging it into my circuit, I can measure voltage again by touching my resistors. Let's see what I get. 8.23 volts. Now, if I want to measure current, I'm going to have to break the circuit. As you can see, I just broke the circuit. I took the yellow wire. I'm going to take one of my prongs, touch it to the yellow wire, then I'm going to touch it to my resistor. We have to do this, otherwise we're going to ruin our multimeter, and I don't want to buy another one. So, by touching our prongs to the parts where we, disconnected it, we're going to complete the circuit. If we were to not break the circuit, we would create a whole nother loop, and that would be a whole different problem. So once again, I'm going to start at the highest I can measure. I'm going to start by removing my red one here and put it into 10 amps. I'm going to set it down here, make sure it works, make sure it's all plugged in. All right, sweet. Let's see if we can measure amps, which in this case, I know it's not going to be 10 amps. Moving it down, starting at 10. Now it's pretty hard without alligator clamps. All right, and then we got our current. So based off of this video, you should be able to know how to measure current, measure voltage, and know what Ohm's law is. Ohm's law is V equals IR, P equals IV is power, but you don't know that. Ohm's law. Thanks.